plaque psoriasis, or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes hold you back. But now there's Skyrizi, so you can be all in with clear skin. With Skyrizi, you can show up with 90% clear skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight that may occur before treatment. Get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clear skin and better movement. And that means everything. Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie can help you save. It's toothless.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Digitonic One. We'll be talking tickets. As soon as I get on the highlighter website. Well, can I open up multiple pages here? Guess not.
The volcanic island of Dominica lies to the far east of the Caribbean. It's
There it is.
and rainforest. And surrounded by mile-deep seas.
Hey, what's up? I can't see the chat yet. Let me get over here where I can see the chat. Let me get over here where I can see the chat. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Anybody winning out there? What is the word? Oh, shoot, I want to get the computer screen in the right place, do I? Can't I see it? Can't see it too good, can we? Yeah, all right. That's better. Hello. What's the word out there, people? Anybody winning? What's that? Who's that guy? I don't even know who that guy is. We want the lottery. Yeah. We want scratch offs. Where's the scratch offs at? Games. Where are you? Hey, Richard. Yeah. Wasn't quite set up, man. Wasn't quite set up in time. Got to get down here to the games. Yeah. Talking about the games, especially the new ones. I hit 100 on 000. And it's I think that one's it right there. Hit 100 on 000. Wow, that really stinks, doesn't it? There we go. It's kind of dark in here. But this game's pretty weird because no $50 prizes. It jumps from 100 to 200. Then she jumps to 500. But I hit 100 on 000. I just watched DK. He hit 100 on one in the middle of the book, a little bit off center of the middle. But I'm thinking pretty much everyone's going to have either $100 or a $200 outlier in it. I can't see them just filling up a book full of $30 winners. What do you guys think? If it does pop a 500, it'll probably have. If it pops a 500 or 1,000, it'll probably have like a crap load of other prizes in it too. Yeah, it sure is, Okie. It is. It's going to make it real interesting. I mean, because there's like 715,000 30s. I don't know about that one. I don't know. Only two top prizes, and and it drops all the way down to 10,000, 15 10,000s, 78 1,000s. As far as I remember, when I was making the new ticket video, I think they only printed 2.5 million. From what I remember. So I don't think it's going to be. It'll last a couple years, maybe 2, maybe 3 years. But people are getting tired of them into these games early, with a lot of top prizes left on them. So I think they're starting to listen because they don't want to. They're kind of skewing the odds by not letting people get those top prizes out, because they've been closing games early for a long, long time. So they're probably going to start making the game shorter, and so most of the top prizes get pushed out. But that's just what I think. I'm no lottery genius or anything, that's for sure. We gutted with the middle prizes fairly quickly. Yeah, it probably will. And the second biggest, and a bunch of $30 ones left. Yeah. Interesting way of putting that, Okie. Very interesting way to put that. But at least they're giving you $30. They give you $30 instead of 20. Yeah, they definitely got it figured out. Because if you watch, I've been watching these channels doing these books, and even if you buy like half books, you still can't really make out on them. You got to hit it right where the outlier is, and then let's see. Mine was on the very end. Mine was on 000, and I didn't play any other one than that, so I don't know. But from what I've seen that just happened on DK's channel, the outlier was kind of, I think it was pretty much surrounded, so you had to buy at least like 4 of them to get the outlier. So you're still only making $20, if you buy 4 of them. Of course, if you hit the outlier, if someone leaves it hanging and you hit it very first thing, then you're good. But the only way you're really going to have a profit book is if you hit the 500. And then there may not be. Who knows? Maybe there may only be one winner in the whole pack, so you don't know. So, people complain we closed the game with 2 of the 5 10,000. No problem. Only make 2 to 5 top prizes. Then when we end early, people think the game was around longer. Yeah. Like they kind of manipulate the games. Sometimes they'll close them early because of lagging sales, but then you don't see them out there. You don't see the tickets out there, and then they say, well, we closed it because of lagging sales. But I guess that's what they got to do. I don't know. They got to make a profit. They have to make a profit. They ain't got no choice. Because if they don't make a profit on every game, then somebody's going to get in trouble. And there's all kind of stuff that goes along with running these. You know, you got to print the tickets, you got to pay the people to create the tickets, you got to, you know, their overhead's got to be outrageous. But they do make. Last I heard, they were making on $10 and $20 games. They were making, you know, several $1,000,000 every week. You know, people buying them. So most of the lower prizes just get spent right back. You know, the $30 ones and even the $100 ones, they just get spent right back. You know. Yeah, they stopped sending them out. That's how even, you know, I talked to one retailer one time. He says, "Yeah, I ordered that game, but they don't send it." You know, when I called the lottery up and I called, they wanted to know who told me that. You know, I wouldn't tell them though. Yeah, the best margin was $3 and $5 tickets. Yeah, yeah, they do make a lot of money on those $3 and $5 tickets. Yeah, but your only chance of winning really is the outliers. It's the trying to get those outliers. Let's go back and look at these other ones. Let's see here. Scratch off. I said that. Yeah. Now it's wanting me to select a game. Yeah, we'll get to it. Okay, so that's a new $20 game. A $10 game. There's 4 top prizes of that one. Yeah, come on, focus. Yeah, there's 4 of them. Yeah. Wow, is that true? Wow, that's unbelievable. $3 crossword has 100 tickets, and they only guarantee you 135 for a roll. Yeah, Ohio used to have. They used to have $90 books, $90 minimums. I don't know if they still do that or not. The last one I played, the last $200 book I played at Cash Explosions, it came back at around 140 something, 142, 143 or something. But it was only a $200 book. But it had like 13 entry tickets for the show. But this one here, it's let's see here. 771 500s, 51,000s. I mean, good Lord. I ain't a big fan of Gigantics tickets. Let's see, 10 50,000s. Now something tells me that all those are not going to get awarded. That's something just clicks with me. It says all those aren't going to get awarded, but you never know. They might all get awarded. Because let's see, $50,000 times 10. That's $5 million. I don't know how many games it is, or how many. I can't remember how many tickets they printed of this. I don't know. But you might hit 50 on it. There's 71,000, 2,209 50s. So it's hard to say. Yeah. Let's go. Let me back up here and see what that's the feeling lucky. Yeah. Feeling lucky. It's got a $250 prize. 10 300,000s. 38 10,000s. They might win 10,000 if you're really lucky. You have to be really feeling lucky to hit that. Oh. But it's got 10, 15, 20, 25s, 50s. Not bad for a $10 ticket. I don't know if you'd make out buying half a book of these. Half a book would be $250. Uh, if you caught it at the right, if you caught the very right half book and hit the 250, then you'd make out, or 500. But there's only 1,500, 1,033 500s. Yeah, all right. 135 is an average. Yeah. Yeah, over here, Ohio has book minimums. They just have what they call book minimums. I don't know what it is for $50 books, but most of the ones I've seen, the $50. I think there's $1,000. I think it's 30 tickets times 50, so it's a $1,500 book. I think most of the ones I've seen were like around 700 or 800 payback, but I don't know. I see somebody hit no minimums here, not even required to tell you what a book will pay. Really? Huh. Wow. You're in Missouri, right? You're in Missouri. That's where Millionaire Book Scratcher was from. Oh no, are you in Missouri? Oklahoma, I'm sorry. Yeah, Okie, Oklahoma. Duh. Yeah. Missouri's where that Millionaire Book Scratcher was at. He was from Missouri. But, haven't seen. I don't even know if he's still out there. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I was going to get some tickets today, but I just couldn't decide. The books were kind of the books were kind of in nasty positions, and I didn't want to grab the rest of a book and then have a bunch of duds. You know, if I could have got what I thought was a decent book, I would have grabbed some. I don't know. Yeah, let's see here. This is the $5 Queen of Hearts. 675s, 8 10,000s, 10 1000s, 1100 500s, 8,331 100s, 39,544. So you might get a 50 on a $5 ticket or a 25. Oh, so the minimum is a $10 one. Prizes start at $10. Yeah. Yeah, he stopped making content. Yeah. Yeah, I figured he got tired of this, trying to chase another big win. He probably got tired of it. Once people know you got a lot of money, they if they they just want you to keep giving them money. Yeah. There, you're a millionaire. You can afford it. Hell yeah. I bet his property taxes are freaking steep on that house. That house he bought was something else. Ugh. I don't know, these here. I watched a book of these go up, and they it was okay. It's a $250 book, and I think they got, I can't remember exactly what they got, but there wasn't too many. No more than $500,000. Yeah, the problem around here is the taxes are just so high. I mean, even on this place. Oh, did he? Well, he probably really made out then. Yeah, it's probably worth a lot more than. But the taxes where I live, they are just crazy high. It's for some reason and they think every house around here is worth freaking $400,000 or $500,000, and it's just I mean, they're actually having a tax revolt thing in Columbus the next few days, and you can go in and tell them you've got my property taxes all screwed up, and they'll go out and reevaluate your house and try and get your property taxes down. Yeah, yeah, they always have. They seem to they sure do know how to waste money. That's for freaking sure. I don't understand why they got to waste so much freaking money. I don't know. They're trying to cut back on it, but God only knows if they'll be able to. Oh, what happened there? All right, the $5 game, that was new. I've been looking at these freaking $2 games. There's a new $2 cash word. That's a $200 book. Or yeah, it's 100 tickets. Is it 100? Yeah, it's 100 tickets. But there's 10, the 10,000s, there's 10 of them. Then there's a 2,000. Then there's a 1,000. So that's, they probably, I don't know if they're combined. They usually combine them. So that'd be 32, 42, 52, 52, 53. That'd be 53 prizes over $1,000 or $1,000 and up. That's if they're not combined. Yeah. Yeah. Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Dayton. Yeah, Dayton. They had a $5 million winner pop down there. I just missed it by uh, the skin on my chin. Just missed it. But I wouldn't live in Cleveland. Maybe a suburb of Cleveland. I live in a suburb of Columbus, but I wouldn't live in Columbus. Columbus is woo. There's a murder over there every day. Sometimes two. I don't know about Cleveland. Cincinnati's the Houston of Ohio. Yeah, yeah, they're high where I live too. 'Cause I actually live in Franklin County. I live in Franklin County. Well, I got to pay Franklin County property taxes. But it's weird because I got to pay. Well, the city I live in is not actually Franklin. It's not actually Columbus, but it's part of. I'm just on the edge. But this one ain't too bad for a $2 ticket. I suppose you might win 50. I've been hearing these crosswords have always been good because they always end them early because not everybody plays crosswords. I've always had a hard time playing them. Uh, I might start because these other tickets they just aren't paying. They ain't paying at all. Uh, Somebody actually suggested I do some live streams with the crosswords, so you'll get some help and you'll probably be all right. I looked at this one today I was down at the casino. They actually got lottery machines in the casino now. It looks like it's got one less of. Yeah, come on, focus. There we go. It's got like one less 10,000. Then it's got 31 1,000s. It's got 371 500s. 5,642 100s. I can't remember how many they print. I think they printed 6 million of these. I'm pretty sure. So I know a guy hit 10,000 on a $2 ticket one time. And half a book is only like $100. But you'd probably only win like probably $60 back at the most. But then you just put in another 40 and you get the other half of the book. So Might be seeing some of those. Might be seeing some half books of those. Hard to say. But that's not. I don't think there's a $2 ticket with a. I don't think there's a $2 ticket with a $20,000 prize. I don't think anymore. There used to be. I don't think that these don't have it. They only have. Yeah, they got 12. Oh, come on. Come on, people are watching. I don't think my light's right. Oh. Play a lot of $3 bingos and crosswords. Come on, focus, man. There we go. A little better. Of course, they got the entry ticket, a million of them. Yeah, it's just for fun, really. I mean, the most I've ever won on a $2 ticket was $100. I've never hit 1,000 on a $2 ticket. Not yet, anyway. I was trying to find a $2 ticket with a $20,000 prize. No, it was 10,000. The goldfish. Why does every time I move that it refocuses every time I move it? You hit 500 on it quite often, really. What, on the bingo or the crosswords? Yeah, it's because of moving it. They used to have $20,000 prizes here. Let's see here. I'm not sure about Elf. I see that one around. Yeah, he's only on one top prize remaining. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. You can focus. It's cause my light. It's cause it's dark in here. I don't know of any. Two tickets probably 15 times over the years. Yeah, they do that here. They do that here with a cash explosion. Our hands are off and over the letters. Yeah, I'll bet they are, Richard. I'll bet they are. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, they sell a lot of cash explosions. Yep, those cash explosions are really popular. Sometimes you can't find them because they're just all gone. You know, people buy the whole books just to get the entry tickets. There's one guy that's been on that show like 30 times. He just goes out and buys books and books and books of tickets just to get the entries. And then he sends in 30 or 40 of them at a time. That's how he keeps getting on there. The most I've ever sent in one time was like 5. I had 13. I should have put all 13 of them in for the same drawing. If they would have let me do that online, I don't know if they would have. I had 13 of them. I put 3 up, put 3 in every week for like so many weeks. But I never did get drawn for like 4 weeks or something. I had them in there. But the key is to just send in a crap load of them all the time, as many as you can. Yeah, that one's only 10,000. Can we find it? I got a ticket on a crossword, a $2 crossword, and the word spelled out something like, and now out of the blue here comes this, and it was $250 winner. Nice. That's nice for a $2 ticket. I mean, I'm thrilled if I get 50 on a $2 ticket. Yeah, the Okie Native, the minimum payout's 6,900 if you get on. The minimum you can win. Most people win about 10,000, 10 to 15, 16,000, and then you can get a bonus. You can get a bonus that's up to 50,000 while you're at the in the preliminaries, and then if you make it to the final and win the final, you get 50,000. Yeah, $50 is nice on a $2 ticket. It sure is. I was looking at this gnome ticket. I don't think it has a $20,000 prize either. 20 top prizes of $5,000. Oh, come on. During the day, it'll focus easier because I got windows in front of me. But let's see, 39,050s, $100 prizes, 8,700, 401 500s. I think this game's pretty new too. You gotta, if you hit over 500 599, you gotta turn it in. You gotta pay taxes on it. Anything over 599, like if you hit $1,000, they send you a 1099 G at the end of the year. But you can scan your tickets now. All the Cash Explosion show, yeah, they take taxes out on that too. Yeah, they sure do. Yeah, yeah. If you win 50,000, you're going to have to pay taxes before they give it to you. Yeah. Yeah, I got some, but they're kind of dim. I don't like it real bright in here. But I do need to get a desk light. I've got one over that way. But it just lights up the corner over there. And I got a 40-inch TV. I got a 40-inch TV over there. That's throwing some light. That I use for my monitor. Yeah, gambling winnings. It's you used to be able to take the losers off of your federal tax, but I guess now you have to have the receipts. The tickets aren't just enough. You used to have just be, if you just had the tickets, you could claim the losers, but now they actually want you to have the receipts to where you purchased them, and you can't get a receipt out of a toaster. The kiosk. I call them a toaster, and it all depends on how it goes. If it takes off and I start making good money, yeah, I'll be doing a lot of good stuff. But it takes a while. It takes a while, Richard. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. It just all depends on how many subscribers you get, how many people come to the channel. The live streams are picking up a little bit. I'm using better titles and trying to position them better. But it's the views are still kind of low, but the live streams are helping me get there as far as get the hours. Right now I'm just trying to put stuff up there and man, quit making content for a year or two and then they demonetize you. Yeah, what got me demonetized is when they said you had to have 3 million shorts videos. You had to have 3 million views on the shorts, and I didn't have any shorts up at all. And they said I only had like a month or two to get 3 million shorts, or I was going to get demonetized, and there was no way I could make it, so I just let it go. I was like, there ain't no way I can get 3 million views on a short, on any short. Yeah, they did it. They did it purposely to get a lot of channels demonetized that they didn't want monetized anymore. You know, they were getting fined. You know, all these governments saw that they had all this money and they were getting sued all around the world. You know, and something had to give. So they had to cut costs. They didn't have no choice because France sued them, you know, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry country, you know, was suing them for privacy violations and this, that, and the other, and they were having to pay billions. Google, Google, which owns YouTube, they were having to pay billions to these governments for fines, and then TikTok, TikTok just sucked a they just sucked the viewership right out of YouTube. That's why they had to go to Shorts. Yeah, yep. There's all kinds of them now. Now you can link your videos and then share them out. But I was doing that on Twitter for a while, and then Twitter told me, they said you're just pushing your content out onto our platform, and they stopped me from doing it. They said you can't keep doing that. I mean, I was getting some views from it, you know, because every time I'd upload a video, I would share it over on TikTok or share it over on Twitter, and then people would click on the link, and it would take them off Twitter to YouTube, and they didn't like that. They didn't want people leaving their platform to come over to YouTube. So, not the lesser media TV mainly. Tell them what to do, man. They didn't. I thought like over in Europe they were having to pay like billions of dollars. I don't know. I don't know if they got out of it or what. But somewhere I know over there, China and some of them people were suing them for privacy violations. I think the Russians sued them and France sued them, and you know they just, I don't know, but I think they push some channels up to the top, because they give a lot back. You know, they do the what do they call it? No, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not in China. They do what they call the. We're supposed to be talking about tickets. All the Monopoly here. Let's see what that one is. Um, yeah, there's a $10,000 prize on that too. Come on, baby. There we go. Let's see. 319 500s. Okay. 4,058 50s, 10,000s. 457 $100 prizes. Yeah, I think I'll be staying away from them. I don't know about that one. Okay. I think we looked at all those. Except for maybe these sevens. What's these sevens? Oh, oh. Wow, glad I saw that. I'm glad I saw that. Wow. It seems like it. Wow, look at that. Wow, $500 prize on that $2 game. No, we had a falling out. He tried to strangle me in a doctor's office. Yeah, he got sick, and my older brother and I were trying to get him into a nursing home, and he he went crazy and tried to strangle me in a doctor's office. I kind of have a falling out when that happens. Let's see here. What are we doing? Oh, we have a $1 new one. Yeah, yeah. So the $5 one, the Queen of Hearts, was new. I wanted to look at this one here. This 20 is $5. It's $5 cash explosion 25x. Yep. 17 50,000s, 32 10,000s, 39 2,000s, 195 1,000s. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad ticket to buy half a book. Let's see, it's $250 book, so it's 125 for half a book. If you hit it right, you might make out if you hit it right, because probably I imagine every book there has a $50 winner, maybe. I don't know, 24,000. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say on that one. 2,500s. Huh. I don't know about that one. There's no. If you hit the entry, usually there's no prize. There's no cash prize on it. It's just an entry ticket. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty scary, man. I had to take 2 weeks off of work for bruised ribs. I couldn't do my job for a couple of weeks. Doctor had me off, and so he goes, "Ah, you're off till your ribs are better." Yeah. Don't you see me scratch a? Don't you see me scratch a ticket? Oh, a cash explosion. Yeah, I did something a while back in a live stream. I think I did a whole book of them. Probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago when I first started back up. I did a whole book of $2 ones. It was a $200 book, and it got like $142 back. But I was just doing it to get the entries. I gave half all the entries away to people, but we didn't get on the show. Yeah, right down there. See down there at the bottom where it says entry ticket. 632,000 of them. Yep. And then it jumps. Then it goes to $5. Yeah, that's what they used to do here too. They used to free ticket. Yeah, free ticket, free ticket. People got tired of that because you were just okay. Give me another ticket, and it would lose. So it was like free. It was give me a free losing ticket. So then they changed it where you could either get the ticket or you could get the $2, and people were still turning the ticket turning the ticket in for another ticket, so they ended it. Yeah. Yeah, that does skew the odds. It does. Yeah, what you mean, it's like down here, just 3.77. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, probably makes it more like 4.5 or 5 point something. Yep, it very well could. I don't know if it does or not, but it probably does. That kind of leads you to believe that every fourth ticket is either going to be a cash winner or it's going to be an entry ticket. They say that some books, though, now they said about these $2 games, the $2 cash explosion. I don't know about this $5 game, but the $2 cash explosion, they said some books don't have any entries in them. Because like I say, sometimes people go out and they'll buy a whole book just to get the entries, and I've heard them say that somewhere that some books don't have any entries in them. They're just it's just cash prizes. So I've never seen that, but I don't buy whole books of them very often. I've always wanted to do half books myself. But I don't the way lottery is now. I don't even know if you could make out doing half a book. I guess you could if you hit an outlier. You know, if you hit 500, or if you paid 125 and you got a $100 outlier, and then four or $5 tickets. That'd make your $125. But I mean, the chances of hitting anything above 100, aren't very good. You know, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 50,000, 150,000. I don't know. I just wonder how many of those 50,000s are three of them on there, to make 150,000. Oh, I won three times. You scratch it off, and each one's 50,000. Well, there goes three of the 50,000s and one of the 150,000s. Because I have called them up and asked them about that, and they said, yeah, they do combine prizes. So that's been a long time ago, though, that I asked them that. So I don't know if they're still doing that or not. It's hard to say. I just see somebody left me a notification on something. Oh, Scratch Life, he done hit something big. Let's see what else we got here. Let's move along. This 1,000 tax free. I think I've only played one of them. Oh, it's a $20 ticket. Yeah, somebody was telling me. They said, "What happened to the fifth row of these $20 tickets?" The guy from Indiana was asking me that, and I didn't even notice. And sure enough, there used to be 5 rows. But this one has 5,800 $1,000 prizes left on it. 857 5,000s. One in 3.51. But I guess they just give you the $389 is what the taxes will be. I'm on focus. It made it worse. Hey, I might do something about the lighting. I can see that right now. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. I got to get back to where the comments are so I can see the comments. There we go. Oh, on the cash explosion, yeah. 350,000. Oh, they do. Oh, they definitely do. They ask you they ask you, do you owe back child support? Do you owe taxes? They ask you that stuff. Yeah, they sure do. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they gonna let somebody cash in when they owe child support. They ain't gonna do that. But I mean, this game is a $20 game, but with that many top prizes, it's worth playing. If they award them all, I don't know if they're going to award them all, but it's a $500 book, so. 2/3 of money would be taken out. So if you want 1,000, they would take $666. Yeah. Wow. But now it's half. Oh, they lowered it to half. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think they're doing that in Ohio too. I think. I'm pretty sure they are. Like if you're on what they call food stamps, or they don't call food stamps in Ohio anymore. They call it something else. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Used to be in Ohio. I'm not sure how they do it now, but you had to take anything if you hit like $1,000 winner, you had to take it to uh, somebody that was approved to cash tickets. Like I used to take them to a specific bank when I hit 1,000, and then they changed it from the banks to the casinos. You had to take it to the casino. I had to go to the casino one time, and they always charged you $10. That was their fee for cashing the ticket. So you didn't get 1,000, you got 990, and then at the end of the year they would send you a 1099. But now I think now you can take anything up to 5,000. I think you can take anything up to 5,000 in to like a retailer or an approved place. But I don't know what they charge now because I haven't had a claimer in a long time. But even I know if you use the app and you scan it, and you got to give them your banking information when you do that. You got to give them a routing number and your account number and all that. They actually take the state taxes, even if it's a $50 winner. They take the state taxes out before they give it to you. Even if if anything between 50 and 25,000, you can scan it and send it into the lottery, and they'll put the money in your account. Pretty much from what I hear the next day, but they'll take the state taxes out before they give it to you, even if it's $50. Well, I mean, I guess they got to do what they got to do, but I don't know. I know one lady, she's a sub of mine, and she hit last year a couple times, and they didn't take any federal out on her. Now she's got to pay a bunch of federal this year. If you hit a jackpot on a slot machine, they will always give you a check unless you are an upper tier member of the casino. Really? No kidding. They don't do that here. Then they'll cash out the check for you. Really? Probably they must be just keeping track of it somehow. You know, they don't do that here. You got a card here. You got a player card, and of course they do ask you if you get a hand pay. They ask you what your social security number is, and then you got to give them that, and then they pay you right there where you win in $100 bills. So if you win a jackpot and you're out of cash and you're a lower tier member, you got to leave the casino, cash the check, and then come back. Oh yeah. That's they want everybody to be higher tier. The only way you can get to be higher tier is to play a lot. Yeah. I mean, I like to play. I don't like to play a lot. You know, it's best to just go home. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Best is to go home and put it in the bank and come back the next day. Let's see what's happening with the horrible odds ticket. Let's see. There's still. I saw some of these in the machine today. There's still 2,361 500s left, 77,100s, and 390 50s. Let's see. This book would be $200. These would be $250 for a half book. So you'd have to hit you'd have to fit a 500 to make out. So there's really the only way you're going to win on these is to play the whole book, and then you better hit a 500. There better be a 500 in there somewhere. But I mean, just buying one, you might hit. Just buying one, you might hit $50. Well, that's the way that game was set up. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got? I already checked that out. A Monopoly bonus ticket, a 50X. Oh, that's horrible. I can't even see. There we go. Nope. You gotta focus. That's not bad, I guess. Okay. There's 17 10,000s, 1,650,000. I think these just came out last month or the month before. 1,650s. Then it drops to 10,000, 17 10,000s. Yeah, you might win $100 on it, maybe. Yeah, 39,917 100s. So if you bought one and you bought the right side of it and it had the $100 outlier in it, you'd be buying 25 of them, so you might make out, maybe. Not it would be too you wouldn't make out on. Of course, no, you wouldn't. It'd have to have a 500. Yeah, it'd have to have a 500 in there to make out on it. There's no $250 prize. Yep. Yeah, it's rough. It ain't like it used to be. I mean, it used to, even the $10 games, you could just play like 5 of them and you'd break even. But anymore, man, it's tough. It's tough out there. Yep. I saw a book of these today in a machine, but it's got a $250 prize. But I don't know what number it was on. I couldn't tell what number it was on. Maybe I ought to jump in there and get one and see what number it's on, because it does have a $250 prize. But it's only got 500,000 left. 20,000, 20,000, 6 10,000s. I just wonder if they combine those top prizes though. Those real big ones, the 10,000, the 20,000. I just wonder if they combine those, because I know they do the lower ones. They do. I know they combine the lower ones. Yeah, come on. There we go. That's better. Like the 25s and the 50s and yeah, they have all kinds of. They have Halloween tickets here and St. Patrick's Day tickets and. I think they even had New Year's tickets one time. I don't know. Was this one? How did this get to that? Oh no, this is Feeling Lucky. I thought this was I was looking at a holiday ticket. Okay, that was the one was played out. So this Feeling Lucky does have a $250 prize. It's got 5,257 of them. Yeah. Yeah, the holiday tickets. Yeah. Yeah, it used to be they would just take them off the shelves, and then when the holidays would come back around, they would start putting them out again. But apparently they're just leaving them out now. So I don't know what they're Christmas in July, I guess, or something. Who knows? Oh, yeah. I know they got online scratching now. There's places you can go and buy online scratchers. Scratch them off online. I've never done it, but not that I know of. The only way the only way I would think you could do it is just if you contacted a retailer and had them mail you the tickets. But the USPS, I actually sent a book of tickets, two books of tickets one time to Millionaire Book Scratcher. He paid me $100, and I sent him a book of $30 tickets and a book of $2 tickets, and you can't insure them. The post office won't insure them. They won't insure any kind of lottery ticket or cash or anything like that. If you put it like in an overnight envelope, you just gotta whatever, just take your chances, I guess. Most of the time they get there, but uh, I mean, this one doesn't look too bad, really. I mean, this looks like a pretty good game. I mean, there's a chance you could hit 500, or 250. There's 99,100s. They did print 6 million of these. I do know that they printed 6 million of them. So it's going to be a long running game. But like with any $10 ticket, I played $10 tickets, and I've seen 6, 7, 8 losers in a row before one would pop. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Yeah, they won't insure. They won't insure. If you tell them there's a lot, you shouldn't even tell them. You can't like go in and say, okay, I want to insure this for $1,000 or whatever the cost of the tickets are. You know, they. I'm pretty sure they ask you what's inside of it. So I mean, if you lied and said, oh, it's got there's a a lithograph worth $1,000 in there or something, or who knows. But if they knew it was lottery tickets, they will not insure. They won't insure lottery tickets because people is, I don't know why. Putting your gloves to keep your fingers warm, and the post office toward the package opens and return them to me. Really? Huh? No kid. Must have some kind of metal in them or something. Would you like sell them on eBay or something? 'Cause I used to do that. I used to buy stuff at the store. I used to buy uh, really? Huh. I used to buy those laminate things for like your wallet to put your driver's license in and whatnot and pictures. I used to buy those for like $2, and then I'd put them on eBay for 5, and I would just put them in an envelope and send them to people for the cost of a stamp. But they raised the price on them now, so it doesn't pay to do it anymore. Yeah, he must have had some sort of metal in them, was setting off the metal detectors. Yep, that'd be my guess. Now, I wish these tickets were like the ones in the past. I wish they were. They're just not. It's too bad. You know, people said they were gonna get worse, and they they're not what they used to be. It's too bad. I mean, they're still you can still win, but what's that $150,000 blast $5 game right there? It's two top prizes remaining. One 10,000. Yeah. 38,000 20s. I think really what they want people to do is just buy like one. They want people to buy just one ticket. I really do believe that. They don't want people coming in and buying like half a book. I know people are going to do it, but they don't want them to do it. What's this cash doubler thing here? Yeah. They only got one top prize. 627 500s, 1,000 100s, 21,000 50s. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Invaders from the planet Moolah. There's one that's got 3 top prizes remaining on it. $11, $10,000, $97, $1,000, $445 500s. Hey, you might get lucky and hit 500 on it. It's a $250 book. No 250 prize though. Jumps from 100 to 500. If you bought 10 of them, you might make out maybe. 10 of them would be $50. Yeah. Yeah, they make good stocking stuffers. They do. Yep, I sure do. Linked wins. What is that? $100,000, 8 $10,000s, 2 16 $2,000s, 322 500s, 2,889 100s. I remember the days when they used to have $250,000 prizes on $5 tickets. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go up and look at the 50s and see what there's going on, or the 30s. Let's look at the 30s. Let's look at the 30s. Yeah, let's see. This is my favorite $30 ticket. Stream Millions, right there it is. Yeah, let's go up. There we go. Yep. Yep. It's only got one top prize left on it. But it's that's $10 million, and then it's got 16 $1 million prizes left on it. 329 $10,000s, 795 thousands, 5,989 $10,000s. That's my favorite $30 ticket. That's really my favorite ticket, period, because it's one of the older tickets. But everybody's saying, "Oh, that's going to be the next one to go. That's going to be the next one to go," and it is getting harder to find. It is getting harder to find. They keep pushing the newer ones to the top, and I see them some places, and then other places you don't see them. You know, so. But I mean, it does have a $200 prize, and half a book of these is let's see, this is a $900 book. So $450 for half a book. Yep. But they ought to that 16 $1 million prizes. I think they should keep that out until most of those are gone. They should keep it out till most of them are gone. So it'll probably be around for a while. It'll just be hard to find because they'll be doing their little game where they hide, where they they want other tickets put out before they want this one put out. So you just got to look around for it. But I bought 2 of them and did a contest not too long ago, and they both hit. One hit for One hit for 30 and one hit for 50. It was right around St. Patrick's Day. It's the best one. It's the best $30 ticket there is right now, I do believe. Let's see. This one ain't bad either. There's $2 million cash word. From what I hear, it's supposed to be really good too. It has $700,000 prizes on it. $80K for a year for 25 years. It's two. 650,000, 10,000s, and it's got 5,000s and 1,000s and 750s and 500s. 400, 300, 250, 200, 150. It's got all these different prizes down here. It's got everything. Got tons and tons of prizes. It's got a 250, it's got a 300, it's got a 400, it's got a 500. I don't really play crosswords, but might have to start. Let's see, that's $30. That'd be a $900 book too, so it'd be $450 half book. And then I don't know what's going on with Moneymaker. I see those around a lot. Yeah, come on, there you go. I see a lot of those around. 5 top prizes on that one left. 50,000s of 13, 10,249, 22,500s. So it jumps from 100 to 500. Yeah. Oh, the prizes start at $40. Looks like it's got matching numbers and then bonus spots. Let's see what else is going on here. Holiday bonus millions. Oops, come on, focus. $80K for 25 years, 2 350,000s. Yeah. Prizes start at $40. Jumps from 100 to 500. I think that just came out this year. I'm pretty sure. Did we look at all of them? Didn't look at Extreme Cash, did we? I don't see this one around much. I'm on focus. There we go. There we go. 200K for 25 years. What's the... That's 300 million cash extreme. What's the 1,500,000s? So what is 200K for 25 years? Siri, what's $200,000 times 25? $5 million top prize. Apparently Siri can't speak today. Siri, what time is it? Yep, she can't talk. She can display stuff, but she can't talk today. She must have laryngitis. Let's see. I have $3 million, 6 of them. Oh. And the winning prizes start at $50 on that ticket. But I haven't seen this around. So I don't know. But I ain't been looking for it either, so I don't know. 200K for 25 years. I could live on that. Oh boy, here comes the weather. Oh boy. Got some crap going on. My gosh, it's hitting Wilmington right now. It is nailing. This is nailing Wilmington. We're going to get it here later on. I think there's a tornado down there. Oh, man. Whoo! Is there anybody in Ohio on this chat right now? Oh boy. They are really getting it down towards Cincinnati. Just me. Yeah, it looks like it. Just me. Yeah. I got the front door open. I'm just waiting for it to start blowing. It was supposed to start about 7 o'clock, but it didn't. It just so it's gonna happen later. I was actually gonna bail and run down the casino. They were talking 1-inch hail. I'm like, gee, do I need to get out of here and go someplace safe? I don't know. It's heading my way. It's gonna be a while before it gets here, though. I don't know. I don't know. This don't look like too bad a game, really. How many $100 prizes on it? 440,000, 72,500s. That don't look like too bad of a game, really. If you bought half a book, it's 450. Of course, you'd have to hit the outlier if it had a 500 there. That between that and Extreme Millions, that might be the 2 tickets to play right there. This ticket and Extreme Millions. Just keep buying them. Just keep buying like 3 or 4 of each one. Let's see, 3 of them, that'd be like $180. If you bought 3 of each one, that'd be, what's the odds on this one? This one's 1 in 3.4. Yeah. Yeah. I was watching Fun Uber games. I think it was last night, and he went out and bought every $40 ticket. I think they only got one in California. I don't know this for sure, but he went out and bought every store he walked into. He bought all the $40 tickets. And he had $500 worth of $40 tickets, and he's scratching them off, and nobody's there. Me and like one other person was in his live stream, and he he hit like three or four. Um, and I said, well, I said, you're having so many duds. I said, you're bound to win something nice, you know. And then he hit a 500. He ended up making out for the stream. He got all his money back. Then he made a profit too. But he's like, you saw me do it. You saw me do it. I said, yeah, I saw you do it, man. I saw you do it. Yeah, you know, but he went into every store he went into. He just bought all these $40 tickets. They do the shotgun method. You know, just buy everything. I think that's what people do. Is they just keep playing until they win. I mean, the martingale strategy. You know, you just keep playing until you win. As long as you got a bankroll, you just keep using your bankroll. Just nowadays you have to have a $500 or $600 or $700 bankroll to keep replenishing it. Used to be you could have a $100 or $200 or $300 bankroll, but now you got to have a $600 or $700 or $1,000 bankroll to keep playing. Yeah, I don't look too bad. I don't look too hateful at all. What else we got going on here? This is the Monopoly $30 game. One in 3.55. This one just came out also, I do believe. Well, let's see. 200K, so that's a $3 million top prize. 50,000's 10, 10,000's 44, 4,661 1,000s, which is quite a few 1,000s. 14,057 500s. 176,143 100s. And then it's got a base prize is $50, 809,000. I don't know about that one. You'd have to hit it just right. 450 half book, 10 of them's $300. You better hit her just right. Alright. I think we looked at all those. Go up here to the big boys. They'll probably be coming out with another $50 game soon, I'd imagine, because they closed out one not too long ago. 600K for 25 years. 2 and 5 $1 million prizes, 1750 thousands, 470 10,000s, 957 5,000s, 8,135 1,000s. I went into a place a couple days ago, down by Columbus, and it had, this one don't look too bad. You know, it doesn't look real bad. It's got 964,100s, but it had this ticket here. It had the Billions ticket, and there must have been. It had this Billions ticket, and there must have been at least 50 flyers hanging up where people had hit $1,000 on this thing, and bought it from these people down there in Columbus. It was I can't remember. I don't know what the name of the place is. It was a snow coast station, and it's only like the second time I've ever been in there. And the first time I was in there was years ago. So they remodeled since then, and these flyers they hang up every time somebody hits like a big winner, $1,000 or a 5,000. They put these flyers up in the store, and there was probably 50 of these flyers hanging in there for people that had hit $1,000 on this ticket in that establishment. I could not believe it. I was like, I've been playing in the wrong place. You know, it was just littered. Next time I go in there, I'll take a picture of it. And I was just like, I was blown away at how many people had hit $1,000 on this ticket at that place. You know, it was just, it blew me away. It was crazy. You know, it seemed like every few months or every other month, somebody was winning $1,000 in this place. And this place has just they got tickets like double stacked and hanging down, and I mean they got zillions and zillions and zillions of tickets in there. Uh, I'll try to take a picture of it next time I go in there and post it. But this is the ticket that I watched on somebody's channel not too long ago, and there was like 8 of them in a row that were duds. But I think, did they hit a 500? No, I don't think they did. I think they hit a 250. I think they played the whole book. It's a $1,500 book, and they end up winning like 800 and something, eight to 900 back, which isn't bad for a whole book. You know, that's pretty good. That's, you know, more than half. You know, pretty much almost. You know, but people are going in together and buying books and stuff. But I mean, just the $100 prizes. There's still over 2 million $100 prizes on it. So, but it does seem it's kind of sketchy. You know, there's a lot of variation in it. But I think I've had enough. You guys had enough? I think I've had enough. I'm about ready to have to run for cover, I think. It's going to get pretty nasty here in a little bit. Well, either going to run for cover or ride through it. All right, guys, I'm going to end it. Thanks so much for coming in. And good luck out there, everybody. I sure hope you all win. I hope I win too. I wish I hit $1 million. All right, thanks for coming in, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Digitonic 1, over and out.